Hey Norman, what's up? How's it going, guys? All right, just gonna tag everyone that's in the break. Then we can just jump right into it. Thanks again, guys, for the very fast fill on this one. I really appreciate it. Let's enjoy this break, and maybe we can talk about whether we want to do a third one. I do have access to a third case if the interest is there, but we'll talk about that later when everyone's in the room. Let me just tag everyone first. All right, there's the tags. The list is also there, so I will put that up. I'll pin that in the post. Right, I'll also throw up the YouTube channel on there, so if people want to watch on YouTube. Copy link. Paste. All right. All right. We'll give it a couple minutes for people to arrive. I know it's usually an earlier time than what I usually post at. I have hockey tonight, so right after this, I gotta get ready for hockey. So that's why I posted this a little bit, or started this video a little bit earlier, which is a blessing in disguise for everyone in the East. You guys can watch at a reasonable time, not at midnight or anything like that. All right. Hey, Derek, how's it going? Everything good? Picture and sound are good? Let me know if the sound is good. I think the sound is good. I'm seeing the closed captions, so I don't know why I fiddled around with the camera. There we go. Okay, there we go. All right, let's get started. Looks like everything is working. So here is the team list. Anyone who's not watching, they can definitely come by and check it out later. Good so far? All right, thanks, Derek. All right, this is case number 2 for 25-26 extended series. Thanks again for the fast fill, guys. This one filled faster than the first case. I do have access to a third case, so we'll talk about it after break if we want to definitely take a chance at that. Happy Friday, Jason. Yeah, I'm usually not on Fridays. There's someone else that usually comes on Fridays, so I usually make sure I don't come on the same time if I don't have to. But he's off today, so today I get to go on Friday. There we go. So hopefully the Friday turns out good for everyone that's on this list. Let's quickly go over it. So I ended up combining some teams. So Anaheim and Dallas is going to Greg. Boston's going to Gordon. Robert's got the Buffalo Sabres. Gordon's got the Calgary Flames. Gordon's got the Carolina Hurricanes. Andrew Kemp's got the Chicago Blackhawks. Gordon's got the Colorado Avalanche. Maureen's got the Columbus Blue Jackets. Jason Heflin's got the Detroit Red Wings. Gordon's got the Edmonton Oilers. Norman J. Guttard's got the Florida Panthers. Jason Heflin's got the Minnesota Wild. James Paul's got the combo Montreal Canadiens, LA Kings, 1993 finals for those who know. Nashville Predators is going to Derek Smith. Jason Barbosa's got his New Jersey Devils. Gordon's got the New York Islanders. Koltov's got the Rangers. Bill Cunningham's got the Ottawa Senators. Gordon's got the Philadelphia Flyers. Lee's got his Pittsburgh Penguins. Jason Heflin's got the San Jose Sharks. Robert's got the Seattle Kraken. Maureen's got the St. Louis Blues. Hey, Sam, I know we gotta get the wrestling one going. Robert's got the Tampa Bay Lightning. Andrew with the Toronto Maple Leafs. Norman's got the Utah Mammoth. Brian's got the Vancouver Canucks. Colin's got his Vegas Golden Knights. Gordon's got the Washington Capitals. And Ashley's got the Winnipeg Jets. All right, so those are the teams. They are. This was a 6-box break. Everyone's got ×2, so that immediately turns it into an entire case break. No changes on teams. All right. Yeah, we need to fill Sapphire, guys. Wrestling. If you've never been to wrestling before, wrestling is pretty hot. I would definitely look into getting into that. We're only a final mini away from filling that up. So, all right. So this is our second case right here. It is sealed. No dinged cardboard this time around. I made sure I got a cleaner case. I was saying earlier before people showed up. Before I do that, let me just turn off the sound. All right, there we go. So before, all right, Derek, I'll tag you. Or if Samuel is online still, I'm sure he'll tag you for you. All right. So like I said, here is our sealed case. This is our case number 2. I do have access to a third case. I was able to secure it at the same price as the second case. I had to pay a little bit extra for this second one compared to the first. I managed to get the third case at the same price as this. So if there's an appetite to do a third case, we can do it. We can definitely do it. So, all right, let's see if I can do this without destroying everything. Oh, almost. There we go. Got it. There we go. All right. There is our boxes. Above is the empty case. There we go. All right. All right, guys, there we go. We got 12 boxes here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I do not have my second camera on me, so just for the sake of people knowing that all the boxes are coming from the same case, I'm just going to number them. There's no really rhyme or reason to do this other than to show that all the cases are here, and we're all numbering them. All the boxes are here, and it will all be the same boxes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, because I will be taking them off camera so that we can just focus on the box per. All right. All right. All right, let's move these ones out and get my stands in. So just bear with me for a second. All right, there we go. All right, let's position these properly and then we can get started. All right, there we go. We got it all down. All right, guys. Let's start with box number 1. There it is, box number 1. Good luck to everyone in the break. Here we go. We're just going to get right into it. Hopefully we get one of those debut jerseys. I've seen a few of them now. I think the 101 Urov, Daniil Urov for Minnesota was pulled the other day. So they look really good. So I'm hoping we pull one of those. That would be absolutely sick. That would be amazing. All right, here we go. So what I'm going to do with this one, guys, I didn't do it in last break, but what I'm going to do in this one is I'm going to stack them up. And we'll just go through it that way. There should be 3 hits per pack, and they're usually in the middle. Sometimes there will look like there'll be only 2 hits, but only because one of the base is probably one of the variations. There's an outdoor variation. There's a playoff variation, which is kind of weird because the playoff variation looks exactly like a base card. So I'm not sure exactly how they determine that, but yeah. Yeah, let's see some monsters for sure. And also for the sake of this video, so it won't take as long, we're just gonna top load the low numbered hits and the young guns. I will sleeve up and top load everything else off camera before I ship it out. But just for this this live, we're just gonna do the young guns and the low numbered cards. The cards out of 1999, which is the rookie update. I will put it with the other inserts, but they will be sleeved and top loaded accordingly. All right, here we go. All right, good luck. All right, we got Sidney Crosby. We got a Young Guns of Stephen Halliday for the Ottawa Senators. Beckett Seneca. All right, Alex Tuck. Travis Konecny. Shea Theodore Silver Outbursts for Team Canada. This will go to his current team, which is the Vegas Golden Knights. All right. Philip Gustafson for the Minnesota Wild. Nice hit for Seattle. Berkeley Catton. Young Guns for the Seattle Kraken. Beckett Seneca for the Ducks. All right, Rasmus Dahlin for the Buffalo Sabres. Alex Ovechkin for the Washington Capitals. We got black and white canvas of Lane Hudson for Montreal. Easton Cowan for Toronto. Also for Toronto, Bobby McMahon. And looks like we got a variant here, or no, or we only have 2 hits. Yeah, looks like we only got 2 hits on that one. So yeah, some packs do come with 2 hits. So normally you would look in the back and we would have something written down here. Unfortunately, that one did not. But we'll go through it at the end. I'll keep the base here. Shane Wright for Seattle. Easton Cowan for the Edmonton Oilers. And we got a pros and prospects numbered 183 out of 250. Brandon Montour for the Seattle Kraken. Pros and prospects gold. Yanni Neiman for the Seattle Kraken. Young Guns for New York Rangers. Yaroslav Kelmar. Trent Frederick canvas for the Oilers. Nick Suzuki for the Montreal Canadiens. Michael Misa for San Jose. There we go. See, it looks like a base, but this is a playoff photo variation. Logan Thompson going to the Washington Capitals. All right, we got Young Guns for the Blues. Alexandre Kasamaki. That's going to St. Louis. Nico Hischier for New Jersey. Marcus Pettersson for the Canucks. Brady Tkachuk for the Ottawa Senators. Brady Martin for Brady Martin does not play for the Carolina Hurricanes. I just noticed that. I don't know if the other ones did that, but there you go. This is obviously going to the Nashville Predators, but yes, it says the Hurricanes. I'm not sure if that's an error for all of them, but there you go. Austin Matthews speckled for the Leafs. Jack Hughes for New Jersey. Nick Lardis, Young Guns for the Chicago Blackhawks. Young Guns canvas for the Carolina Hurricanes. Charles Alexis Legault. Michael Misa for San Jose. Zach Werenski for Columbus. Berkeley Catton, Blues Dazzlers for Seattle. And that is it for box one. There we go. No, we just started. That was box number one. We just started, so. All right, I will sleeve and top load these, and we will move on to box number two. Yeah, I don't know about those playoff photo variations. It's kind of weird. I don't get it. I don't quite get it. Got a nice Berkeley Catton though, so that's a good first box. Wanted to chase Young Guns for the set. So Seattle off to a good start with that Brandon Montour out of 250 as well. Robert Suika with the Seattle Kraken. All right. Let's move the space out. Go to box number two. Just going to lift the camera up just a tad. There we go. There you go. Perfect. All right. Box number two. Here we go. Don't worry. When I ship it out, then yeah, things that will be sleeved and top will be sleeved up. Things that need to be top loaded will be top loaded. I don't top load every single card. Doesn't quite work. All right, empty box. All right, we're gonna rip these and put them down and start all over again. All right, that was box number 2 right there. All right. All right, here we go. Good luck. Brady Martin for Nashville. We got Young Guns for St. Louis, Hunter Skinner. And Ben Kindle for Pittsburgh. Bo Horvat for the New York Islanders. Matthew Wood for the Nashville Predators. Brock Besser, Silver Outburst for the Vancouver Canucks. Seth Jarvis for Carolina. Nice hit for Montreal, Jacob Fowler. Young Guns for the Montreal Canadiens. Alex Sandin Pellikka for Detroit. Brandon Hagel for Tampa. Brady Martin for Nashville. Elias Pettersson, clear cut for Team Sweden. That is going to the Vancouver Canucks. Young Guns for Philadelphia, Ty Mershison. Noah Ostlund, Pros and Prospects for Buffalo. Brock Faber for Minnesota. Anze Kopitar for the LA Kings. Michael Misa for the San Jose Sharks. We got a deluxe 165 out of 250. Logan Thompson going to Gordon in the Washington Capitals. Nikita Kucherov for Tampa Bay. Denver Barkey, Young Guns for the Philadelphia Flyers. Rick Tocchet for the Philadelphia Flyers, Legends canvas. Beckett Seneca for the Anaheim Ducks. Tim Stützle for the Ottawa Senators. We got a Pink Dazzlers, Travis Konecny for Philadelphia. Is that what happened? I have no idea. Dirty Dom is facing Oba. You know what's going to happen? Brock Lesnar is going to interfere, and Dirty Dom's going to move on to the final. It's pretty obvious. Zane Parekh, #1 draft for the Calgary Flames. Ryan Leonard for the Washington Capitals. Matvei Michkov for the Philadelphia Flyers. Oba's not going to the finals. He's going to face Brock Lesnar at SummerSlam. Logan Cooley for the Utah Mammoth. Braden Coots for the Vancouver Canucks. Macklin Celebrini Sparkle for San Jose. Anton Lundell for the Florida Panthers. We got a Young Guns for Montreal, Jared Davidson. Going to James Paul. Fabian Zetterlund for the Ottawa Senators. Mitch Marner for the Vegas Golden Knights. Brock Besser for the Vancouver Canucks. And Ville Koivunen, Dazzlers for the Pittsburgh Penguins. No, that is it. Just going to take that clear cut out. All right, there we go. Did he beat it clean? Was it clean or was it or did someone like how did it happen? I mean, it has to be Oba versus Brock at SummerSlam. I can't see it going any other way. All right. Just going to top load these. We got Jacob Fowler for Montreal. Definitely one of the chase hits in the set as well. So we already got a Barkley Catton and a Jacob Fowler. Of course, we're also looking for Beckett Seneca for Anaheim. Oh, well, there you go. Well, that's like Dominic's first match in like how many months or how many weeks, right? At least he's doing something, not just showing up. Didn't you watch the last match? That was more than 4 minutes. Way more than 4 minutes. Much better match compared to their WrestleMania match. All right, box number 3. Whoops. Good luck. I know you talked about the Mania match, but they already had a match after that, so we already know how screwed up Mania was with the short matches and all the ads and stuff like that. All right, getting to the last few packs here. Box number 3. I'll send you a PM. I'm not quite sure yet. I gotta talk with the wife and then figure it out. All right, here we go. All right. Okay, here we go. All right, Adam Fantilli for Columbus. Young Guns for the New Jersey Devils, Shane LaChance. Michael Misa for San Jose. Macklin Celebrini for San Jose. Jesper Bratt for New Jersey Devils. We got a silver outburst John Marino for Utah. Ivan Demidov insert for the Montreal Canadiens, power play rookies. Artem Lashunov for the Chicago Blackhawks. Philip Forsberg for Nashville. Oh shoot, is it Donut Day today? All right, Nico Hischier. I just picked that up from the top there for the New Jersey Devils. We got Ryan Leonard for the Washington Capitals. #1 draft, Michael Misa for the San Jose Sharks. Oh, and a Joaquin Kamel for the Nashville Predators. Austin Matthews for Toronto. Kyle Connor for Winnipeg. And a clear cut of Nico Sturm for the Minnesota Wild. We got a Young Guns for Pittsburgh, Tristan Brose. And Leon Draisaitl for the Edmonton Oilers. The third hit was the Nisher. Travis Konechny for Philadelphia. Matthew Wood for Nashville. And we got a level 1 trilogy rookie premieres, number 529 out of 999, Alex Sandin Pellikka. Going to Jason Heflin, Detroit. Oh, you got a free donut from Lee's. Let's not talk about that PSA 6 Kopitar. Yeah, I know. Artem Lashunov for Chicago. For the Sharks, Igor Cherinshov. Igor Cherinshov. For the San Jose Sharks, Brock Nelson for Colorado. Elias Pettersson for the Canucks. Joaquin Kamel for the Nashville Predators. Playmakers, Patrick Kane for the Detroit Red Wings. One of those short print inserts. Looks like it's 1 per case on that one, I think, from what I've been seeing. Quinn Hughes for the Canucks. Vince Dunn for the Kraken. And that's it. 2 hits only on that in that pack. Gabe Vilardi for Winnipeg. Ryan Leonard for the Capitals. Travis Konechny for Philadelphia. Kyle Connor for the Winnipeg Jets. We got a Young Guns for the Columbus Blue Jackets, Luca Pinelli. And Adam Fantilli also for Columbus. All right, there we go. That was box number 3. Yeah, it's sort of like bobbleheads, right? I think the goalie mask is not in every box. I know we didn't get one in our case, in the first case. So those are I think those are the shortest of the short print cards that you can get. All right, here we go. Box number 4. You got a plank mat? Oh, nice. Nice. I believe those are like the hardest ones to hit. I don't think they come in one per case. All right, empty box. fill it up. All right, there we go. That was box number 4, all ripped up. Now let's go through it and see what we got. All right, Brock Faber for Minnesota. Maxime Grosjev, Young Guns for the Tampa Bay Lightning. Austin Matthews for Toronto. Jesper Bratt for New Jersey. Gabe Perreault for the Rangers. And a Corey Perry, Silver Outburst for the Kings. Ville Koivunen for Pittsburgh. There we go. Beckett Seneca. Nice hit for Greg. And Anaheim Ducks. Beckett Seneca. Ryan Green for Chicago. Leon Draisaitl for Edmonton. Sam Reinhart for Florida. Awesome Hollow FX for Michael Misa for San Jose. Yanni Nyman for the Kraken. Anthony Cirelli for the Tampa Bay Lightning. Unfortunately, only 2 hits on that one. Sidney Crosby for Pittsburgh. Colton Dach for the Chicago Blackhawks. Out of 1999 rookie update of Jack Finley for the Tampa Bay Lightning. Noah Ostlund for Buffalo. Number 1 draft, Beckett Seneca for Anaheim. Philip Deneau for the Kings. Gross, Corey Perry. Mackenzie Blackwood for the Avalanche. Jack Eichel for Vegas. And a day with the cup for the Florida Panthers. Jono Gadjevich. Yeah, someone bench pressing the cup. Did I miss a Young Gun? Thank you. That's probably what I didn't see. How far along? There it is. All right. Carson Lambos, Young Guns for the Minnesota Wild. Thanks, Jason. Thanks, Sammy. Got it. Nathan McKinnon for Colorado. We got a Young Gun canvas for the Colorado Avalanche. Taylor McCarr. All right. I will go through the base again just to make sure. But yeah. Matt Zuccarello for the Minnesota Wild. Nate Danielson for Detroit. Ryan Leonard for the Washington Capitals. Did I miss a Young Gun again? Oh my goodness. Okay, I'm going way too fast. There it is. Adam Engstrom for the Montreal Canadiens. All right, I will slow it down so I won't miss any more. Thanks again, Jason. All right, let's go slowly. Cole Caulfield for the Montreal Canadiens. Braden Bowman, Young Guns for the Vegas Golden Knights. Darnell Nurse for the Edmonton Oilers. Berkeley Catton for Seattle. Tage Thompson for the Buffalo Sabres. Jordan Kyrou for the St. Louis Blues. All right, let me just quickly go through the base again just to make sure nothing else was missed. I just gotta go slower, I think. I was going a little too fast. I was getting into a roll there for a second, and then yeah, I just ended up going just missing a couple. Those young guns are usually not hard to miss, so but if I miss it again, then yeah, I will definitely go back to pack by pack. I just know how hard it is for people to sit in for 2-hour breaks. No, definitely didn't miss a base card. Just going through the back to make sure that there's no playoff variations and stuff like that. All right. All right, we'll sleeve and top load these and move on to the next one. Are any of your other breaks going on right now, Maureen? You said you're into 3 breaks, including this one, or is it 3 plus this one? Let's move you out. We'll put you there. Berkeley Catton, you can go down. Seneca can go up. And Day with the Cup, you can take this spot. There we go. All right, there we go. Box 5 coming up. Three case breaks and a 4 boxer. Whew, good luck. How many are randoms? Out of curiosity. Oh no! I think you told me you're in St. Louis on most of them, right? Just like this one. You have St. Louis and Columbus in this break. Right. God, we're not doing Pro Set. Unless it's the Stanley Cup version one. Damn, let's go chasing. Basically, you throw everything away unless you see a hologram. Oh, 2 randoms. Oh, imagine if you get the Islanders, and then you hit the Matthew Schaefer rookie patch. All right, Lane Hudson for Montreal. Bogan Trinyev. Let's go with that. For the Washington Capitals. Leon Draisaitl for the Edmonton Oilers. Valerie Nikushin for the Colorado Avalanche. John Carlson for the Washington Capitals. Jonathan Lekkerimäki, Silver Alpers for the Vancouver Canucks. Dalibor Dvorsky for the St. Louis Blues. Reed Schaefer for the Nashville Predators. Zane Parekh for the Calgary Flames. Nathan MacKinnon for Colorado. Mikko Rantanen for the Dallas Stars. We got a black and white canvas of Noah Dobson for Montreal. Taylor Makar for the Colorado Avalanche. John Tavares for the Toronto Maple Leafs. Kent Johnson for Columbus. William Karlsson for the Vegas Golden Knights. I think we have a deluxe young gun coming up. Zeev Buium for the Minnesota Wild. Wow, what a hit. Going to Anaheim Ducks. 73 out of 250. Deluxe Young Guns, Beckett Seneca. Woo! Congratulations, Anaheim. Way to go. Craig Plotnikov. Big card right there. Very nice. All right, 1 second, guys. That one is a one touch for sure. We're going to have to stop the break. Congratulations, Greg. There we go. Nice hit, Greg Plotnikov. Definitely take that one. Very nice. All right, let's move on. Nice hit. All right, Sam Renzel for Chicago. Daniil Butts for the Utah Mammoth Young Guns. And a Ryan Graves for the Pittsburgh Penguins. Oh, that's more than the buy-in for sure. Braden Schneider for the New York Rangers. Nikita Kucherov for the Tampa Bay Lightning. And we got a rookie update of Carter Mazur out of 1999. 106 out of 1999. Matthew Schaefer, our first one, insert for the New York Islanders. Young Gun Canvas, Nate Danielson for Detroit. And make sure I didn't miss another one again. There it is. Artem Lashunov for the Chicago Blackhawks. #1 draft. Frank Nazar for Chicago. Jimmy Snuggerud for the St. Louis Blues. Elias Pettersson for the Canucks. All right, last stack. Philip Forsberg for the Nashville Predators. Tristan Nielsen, Young Guns for Colorado. Braden Point for the Tampa Bay Lightning. Zane Parekh for Calgary. Jimmy Snuggerud for the St. Louis Blues. And Matthew Tkachuk, Blue Dazzlers for Florida. All right, there we go. That was box number 5. All All right, we'll just sleeve and top load these and move on to box number 7. Still looking for those jerseys. I want to hit one of those jerseys, even if it's not one of the numbered ones. If it's just the jersey, not even auto, that'd be pretty sick. They're not so easy to hit. Nope. Don't know why I sleeve that one. Oh, see, I put them in the thing. It's all right. All right, there we go. Moving on to box number 6. All right, box number 6. Good luck. Halfway there. Well, you can always go to sleep. You can always watch later on. There is a YouTube page where you can also go back so you won't be a zombie. At least we didn't go on my usual time. I usually go on later on in the evening. It's only 7:40 here in the West Coast. All right, here we go. All right, Brock Faber for Minnesota. Young Guns for the Blues, Alexandre Casamaki. Austin Matthews for Toronto. Jesper Bratt for the New Jersey Devils. Gabe Perreault for the New York Rangers. And we got a silver outburst for Team USA, Kyle Connor. That is going to go to the Winnipeg Jets. All right, Ville Koivunen for Pittsburgh. Nick Lardis, Young Guns for Chicago. Ryan Green for Chicago. Leon Draisaitl for the Edmonton Oilers. Sam Reinhart for the Florida Panthers. We got a black and white canvas of Nick Pervix for Nashville. Shane LaChance, Young Guns for the New Jersey Devils. Yanni Nyman for the Seattle Kraken. Cam Fowler for the Blues. Sidney Crosby for Pittsburgh. Colton Dach for Chicago. And we got Elias Pettersson, not Elias. Elias Pettersson, 1873 out of 1999 for the Vancouver Canucks. Berkeley Catton for the Seattle Kraken. Tage Thompson for the Buffalo Sabres. And Zach Hyman, Blue Dazzlers for the Oilers. Noah Ostlund for the Buffalo Sabres. Michael Misa, number 1 draft for the San Jose Sharks. Sam Bennett for the Florida Panthers. Mackenzie Blackwood for the Colorado Avalanche. Jack Eichel for the Vegas Golden Knights. Oh my God! Oh my goodness! Are you kidding me? Wow! Going to the Anaheim Ducks. Oh my gosh. What a break. Young Guns Acetate. Beckett Seneca. Wow. Oh my God. Oh, Anaheim. Way to go. Greg. Man, I don't think you're watching right now. My goodness. Wow, what a hit. What a hit. I need another. Do I even have a. Let me see. Do I have a proper one touch for that? I'm going to have to use. Oh, here we go. Gonna have to use my display case for this one. Jeez. Crazy. Absolutely nuts. Oh my goodness. Whew. Unbelievable. What a break for Anaheim. Oh my gosh. Wow. Wow. Oh my God. That is unbelievable. What is going on right now? Jeez. Unreal. Absolutely unreal. Oh, whoo. I was that I have to admit that made me shake. I was shaking. My fingers were shaking just putting it into one touch. Wow. All right, let's get back to it. Oh my God. Crazy. All right. Tristan Bros, Young Guns for the Pittsburgh Penguins. Nate McKinnon for Colorado. Zach Hyman for the Edmonton Oilers. Oh my God. Unreal. Still can't believe that. What a case for Anaheim. Matt Zuccarello for the Minnesota Wild. Nate Danielson for Detroit. Kyle Connor for the Winnipeg Jets. Cole Caulfield for the Montreal Canadiens. Igor Chirinshaw for the San Jose Sharks. Young Guns. And Patrick Kane for the Detroit Red Wings. My goodness, what a... Damn. Damn. Wow. Unreal. Greg, you're probably going to watch this later on. All I got to say is congrats. Greg's been on quite the lucky streak. He actually won break credit over at Canucks Corner from our whatchamacallit, our Canucks Place fundraiser. I gave away $500. Was it $500 break credit? I don't know. It was quite a bit of money, break credit. And then Greg won that. So he's been joining on the breaks and he's been running lucky ever since. So if you guys believe in good karma, come December when we have our Canucks Place fundraiser, make sure you get in on that. Because he's definitely had good karma since. So much so that he's won a lot of break credit and he just keeps going and going. Jeez. All right, Derek, have a good weekend, buddy. We'll talk to you soon. All right. Moving on to box number 7. Okay, that was halfway through the case. What's the rest of the case going to bring us? Oh, crazy. Absolutely crazy. Mind blowing, as Jason Heflin put it with his emoji. I don't know what else. I don't know what else to expect. It'd be obvious to think that that would be the case hits, but you never know. We'll see. This could be a hot case too. It looks pretty hot, at least for Anaheim. It looks hot. So let's see if we can get other teams into it. Ooh, mini spot to get a Misa Young Gun clear cut. Nice. Nice. That's a good one. I just won 3 Charizards in a res. Isn't that right, Maureen? I've been joining more Pokemon razzes than hockey razzes. need to get more Pokemon into my inventory. Yeah, we need a rookie. We need those rookie debut auto patches. That's what we want. All right, Michael Misa for San Jose. Jonathan Asperot for the Boston Bruins Young Guns, and a Z Bouillon for Minnesota. Alex Ovechkin for the Washington Capitals. Ryan Leonard for the Washington Capitals. JT Miller for the Rangers. That's right. Connor McDavid for the Edmonton Oilers. Nate Danielson for the Detroit Red Wings. Gabe Perreault for the Rangers. John Tavares for the Toronto Maple Leafs. Zane Parekh for the Calgary Flames. And a Artem Lashunov for Chicago. No print line on this one. So the last case, the Lashunov that we hit had a print line. This one does not. Good to know it's not all the cards. Almost missed that one. Can't miss that one. Ivan Demidov for the Montreal Canadiens, #1 draft. Oliver Moore for the Chicago Blackhawks. Oh, we got a young gun, or not a young gun. We got a UD Canvas checklist. This will have to be a random between Toronto and Detroit, unless they are both only the same teams. Andrew Kemp's got Toronto. Jason Heflin, the battle of Jason Heflin and Andrew Kemp lives on. There we go. That will do a random at the end of the break, unless we hit 2. Most likely not, considering it is a canvas. Matthew Tkachuk for the Florida Panthers. Noah Ostlund for Buffalo. And a deluxe for the Team USA, 133 out of 250. Zach Rowinski. That is going to the Columbus Blue Jackets. Yeah, isn't that right? A lot of my bigger stuff too, from especially with hockey from before, all were Raz wins. Not many that I just bought outright. Clayton Keller for the Utah Mammoth. Connor Clattenburg for the Edmonton Oilers Young Guns. Dustin Wolf for Calgary. Ryan Green for the Chicago Blackhawks. Brandon Montour for the Seattle Kraken. And out of 1999, we got a Luca Gagnoni rookie update. This is number 19. That's for San Jose. Oh, yeah. Was that? Oh, I forgot. That was a micro spot? Damn. Wow. Crazy. You just get in on those micros and you just never know, right? For the Winnipeg Jets, Elias Salomanson, Young Guns for the Winnipeg Jets. Artem Lashunov for the Chicago Blackhawks. Jonathan Taves for the Winnipeg Jets. Tage Thompson for the Buffalo Sabres. Oliver Moore for the Chicago Blackhawks. Michael Misa for the San Jose Sharks. That is a speckled one of the power play rookies. Quentin Byfield for the LA Kings. Sergei Murashov, Young Guns for the Pittsburgh Penguins. And a Young Gun canvas of Colton Ellis for the Buffalo Sabres. David Pastrnak for the Boston Bruins. Zane Parekh for the Calgary Flames. And a Dylan Holloway for the St. Louis Blues. That is it for box number 7. Moving on to box number 8 once we sleeve and top load the hits. All right, so this will be a random. We will do at the end of the break. We'll roll a dice. I'm hoping we get a second one so we don't have to do it. If we get a second one, that'd be pretty amazing. Oh, wow. Which Umbreon was that? Is that the Moonbreon, like the from Prismatic? Oh, that's it? Only 87. I just hit the see more. It said see more, and it's like 8750. That's it? You're telling me 8750 got you an Umbreon and a sealed prismatic case. What the heck? Holy smokes. Talk about luck. Jeez. Go buy a lottery ticket or something. That's crazy. I apologize for those who don't know much about Pokemon, but she pretty much hit a mother load with just 8750. Oh, sorry, just a PSA 9 Umbreon. Okay. just a measly 1200 for a PSA 9. Oh my gosh, are you kidding me? I will definitely take a PSA 9. Are you keeping or are you razzing the Umbreon? If you're razzing the Umbreon, please tag me. I'm in. I'm all in on the Umbreon. Heck, if you decide to razz the the sealed case of Pokemon Center Prismatic. I'm all in on that one too. Is the Prismatic? I'm assuming the Prismatic is the ETBs from Pokemon Center. That's insane. That is insane. Ooh, extra tape on this one. All right, here we go. Oh, true. You've only done 4. You could always ask someone to do it to help you out. Of course, you're gonna have to pay for their services too, right? So, all right, we got Adam Fantilli for the Columbus Blue Jackets. We got our first Young Gun checklist for going to Anaheim and Seattle. Seneca and Catton. So Anaheim is Greg Plotnikov. Seattle, I believe, is Robert Suika. So we're going to have to random that one unless we get 2. Michael Misa for the San Jose Sharks. Macklin Celebrini for the San Jose Sharks. Jesper Bratt for the New Jersey Devils. Matt Waugh for Washington, Silver Outburst. Yeah, she hit the. She only James. It's only a PSA 9 Moondrion. It's only $1,200. It's not a PSA 10, you know. Ryan Leonard for the Washington Capitals. Berkeley Catton, #1 draft for Seattle. Joaquin Camel for the Nashville Predators. My apologies for those who are watching or have no idea about Pokemon, but yeah. She did really good for herself. Let's just put it that way. Austin Matthews for the Toronto Maple Leafs. Kyle Connor for the Winnipeg Jets. We have an awesome Holo FX of Noah Ostlund for the Buffalo Sabres. Oh, geez. Okay. There is our number card. 51 out of 250. Vyacheslav Nemesnikov. Deluxe for the Winnipeg Jets. Bogdan Tyriev. Young Guns for Washington. Leon Draisaitl for the Edmonton Oilers. Jason Robertson for the Dallas Stars. Travis Konechny for Philadelphia. Matthew Wood for Nashville. The third hit was the Nemesnikov Deluxe. Yeah, the 3K, but you're talking about the. Is that the PSA 10 you're talking about? Because she hit the PSA 9. I haven't looked at values for Pokemon in a while because they just jump like crazy. Artem Lashunov for the Chicago Blackhawks. Reed Schaefer for the Nashville Predators. Tim Stützle for the Ottawa Senators. Elias Pettersson for the Vancouver Canucks. Joaquin Camel for the Nashville Predators. This must be an outdoor variant. Yes, it is. Jordan Kyrou for the St. Louis Blues. Yeah, I know they're all nice. Umbreon is super popular. Taylor McCarr for the Colorado Avalanche. Young Guns. Quinn Hughes for the Vancouver Canucks. We have a Young Gun canvas going to the Montreal Canadiens of Jared Davidson. Jared Davidson, Young Gun canvas. Gabe Vilardi for the Winnipeg Jets. Ryan Leonard for the Washington Capitals. Charlie McAvoy for the Boston Bruins. Ivan Demidov for the Montreal Canadiens. Power play rookies. Daniel Daniil Butts for the Utah Mammoth. And we got Garrett Hathaway for the Philadelphia Flyers. Daniel Butt is a young gun. Okay, here we go. Kyle Connor for the Winnipeg Jets. Artem Lashuna for the Chicago Blackhawks. And a Blue Dazzlers of Matthew Wood for Nashville. All right. That was box number 8. Moving on to box number 9. Yeah, no, I mean, I wouldn't worry too much about if you don't know your values and stuff, because Pokemon is just, you constantly got to keep looking. What a card was worth even like 3 days ago could be worth like, way more then, or even just drop all of a suddenly too. Like, I love Pokemon, like it's fun, but man, just the fluctuations of values is just crazy. Auto 151 SIR, that's the one. Okay, all right, there we go. All right, gonna add this to our random list, our random stack. Oh, not that. It is crazy. It's crazy. It's hard to keep up sometimes. Like, it takes up most of your day. I don't know how vendors do it. Like, they got to come in if people have a table and shows, like, they're going to have to come in and make sure they price everything out like literally the day before. Like, they can't do it 2 days before or a week before. Like, you literally have to price everything out the day before. And then when you're selling, you gotta make sure you're up to date, because it might have changed by the time you set up. So, all right, box number 9. Again, apologies for those that are not into Pokemon. I know Pokemon is absolutely on fire right now. We do have a Pokemon break that is up. Haven't really been pushing it just because I know it's a big break. But if you are interested, dude, you just logged in now? Oh man, you should have been here during the reveal. Oh my god, Greg, unbelievable, unfreaking believable. Like, seriously, we literally, the box before, we just pulled the deluxe out of 250 Beckett Seneca, and I thought that was it. I thought, like, okay, we hit good. We got the Beckett Seneca Young Gun Deluxe out of 250. I guess that we found our big hit, and then all of a sudden the acetate shows up. Like, come on, man. Come on. What are the chances that there's 2 acetates in a case? I don't know. I doubt it, but I'm still hoping we hit one of those jersey cards, though. Like, we need to hit one of those debut jersey. Oh, what the? Is it just stuck? Oh, okay, sorry. It looked like a different color, but it's just stuck. Oh, you saw the whole thing in fast mode. All right, these cards are a little sticky from what's showing right now. All right, we're in box number 9. Here we go. Good luck. All right. Charlie McAvoy for the Boston Bruins. Ryan Leonard for the Washington Capitals. Adrian Kempe for the LA Kings. Yeah, these cards. This one is a bit sticky. Alexis Lafreniere for the Rangers. Jeez, come on. There we go. Alexander Nikishin for the Carolina Hurricanes. And we got a Young Guns Silver Outburst for the Utah Mammoth going to Normand. Daniil Butts. Not the debut jersey that we're looking for, but at least we got a Silver Outburst. There you go, Normand. You're caught alive now. All right, I'm just adjusting it because they are sticky. All right, Zach Hyman for the Edmonton Oilers. For the Winnipeg Jets, Thomas Milic, Young Guns. Berkeley Catton for Seattle. Sidney Crosby for the Pittsburgh Penguins. Seth Jarvis for the Carolina Hurricanes. Oliver Moore, Hollow FX for the Chicago Blackhawks. You're welcome, Norman. You are welcome. Still hoping there's a debut jersey in there somewhere. We got this and 3 more boxes to go, but I don't think it's here. We would have seen it by now. Otto Stenberg, Young Guns for the St. Louis Blues. Ivan Demidov for the Montreal Canadiens. Gustav Forsling for Florida. Okay. Sean Monahan for the Columbus Blue Jackets. Cam Lund for the San Jose Sharks. Ooh, nice. We'll take that. Even though it's out in 1999, it is still a numbered Matthew Schaefer. 1864 out of 1999. We'll sleeve that one up. After all, it is Matthew Schaefer. For Gordon. Gordon's hoping for more bigger cards than just that, though. All right. Joaquin Kamel for the Nashville Predators. Our first Z Bulliam for the Vancouver Canucks. Z Bulliam for the Vancouver Canucks. That is Brian Dickinson. Mikko Rantanen for the Team Finland. That will go to Dallas, his current team. Nico Hischier for the New Jersey Devils. Pros and Prospects, Sam Rinzel for the Chicago Blackhawks. Oh, we got a 1-of-1 printing plate. 1-of-1 printing plate. This looks like it's Team Sweden. 1-of-1 Rasmus Dahlin yellow printing plate. That is going to go to the Buffalo Sabres. Robert Suika. You hit the 1-of-1 yellow printing plate of Rasmus Dahlin. There we go. Yes, we hit a second one. Thank God. We don't have to do a random. Young Guns checklist, Berkeley Catton and Beckett Seneca, Anaheim and Seattle. You're each getting one. Perfect. All right. Brady Tkachuk for the Ottawa Senators. UC Saros for Nashville. Nazem Kadri for Calgary. Yanni Neiman for Seattle. Aram Lashunov for the Chicago Blackhawks. Connor McDavid for the Edmonton Oilers. Berkeley Catton, #1 draft for Seattle. Jack McBain for Utah. Oliver Moore for the Chicago Blackhawks. Z Bulliam for the Minnesota Wild. Tom Vilander for the Vancouver Canucks. Blue Dazzlers. That is it for box number 9. All right. Next up is box number 10. All right, guys. If you've been watching from the start, thanks for hanging around with us. Really do appreciate it. Let's get too much Beckett Seneca up there. Let's change it up. We got 3 more boxes to go. All right, here we go. Box number 10. Good luck. Empty box. Yes, time for Schaefer to show up. Time for Demidov to show up. We need those guys to come. We have Seneca has arrived, but now we need the big guys to come. Jeez, this pack. All right. There we go. Box number 10. Good luck, everyone. Again, these cards are a bit sticky. All right. All right. Matthew Barzal for the Islanders. Jack Devine, Young Guns for the Florida Panthers. Dylan Larkin for the Florida Panthers. Or it's for the Detroit Red Wings. Maybe he'll go to Florida. I don't know. He's asked for a trade, so let's see where he ends up. Tim Stützle for the Ottawa Senators. Come on. Stick. There we go. Anze Kopitar for the LA Kings. Alexander Barkov for Team Finland. That will go to the Florida Panthers. Mikko Rantanen for the Dallas Stars. Young Guns for the Anaheim Ducks. Vyacheslav Butiets. Vyacheslav Butiets for the Anaheim Ducks. Ben Kindle for the Pittsburgh Penguins. Patrick Laine for Montreal. Victor Hedman for the Tampa Bay Lightning. And nice hit for Washington. Star view of Alex Ovechkin going to Gordon. Nice hit. That is, I think they come at 1 per case. These star views. Florian Jacki for the Montreal Canadiens. Young Guns. Patrick Kane for the Detroit Red Wings. Devon Taves for Colorado. Easton Cowan for the Toronto Maple Leafs. Whoops. We've got Matthew Schaefer. Sorry about that. On the rookie reflections for the New York Islanders. And we got exclusives out of 100. Another nice hit for Washington. Ryan Leonard, number 97 out of 100. McDavid's number. Ryan Leonard for the Washington Capitals. All right, Rasmus Dahlin for the Buffalo Sabres. Easton Cowan for the Toronto Maple Leafs, number 1 draft. And a Bobby Hull Legends canvas for Chicago. Ooh, we got it's a Young Gun. Oh, that is a Young Gun, I think. Oh, that could be a Young Gun. Oh my goodness, that could be a Young Gun. All right. Oh, jeez. How much better can this case get? Okay, hopefully it's a big Young Gun. If it's another Beckett Seneca, I'm just gonna go crazy. Okay, I'm gonna lay it down here right in front of the printing plate. So, oh my god. All right, we're gonna wait on that one. Well, we're gonna wait on that one. All right. Oh boy. He's giving birth? All right. Okay. Hunter Skinner for the St. Louis Blues. Ivan Demidov for the Montreal Canadiens. Pavel Buchnevich for the St. Louis Blues. All right. Connor Hellebuck for the Winnipeg Jets. Arden Lashunov for the Chicago Blackhawks. Sidney Crosby for the Pittsburgh Penguins. All right. Yeah, that's definitely a Young Gun. Oh, that's definitely a Young Gun. I hope it's... Oh, my goodness. I swear, if it's Beckett Seneca again... I'm hoping it's like a Cam Fowler. I mean, I hope everyone has a chance. Of course, we want something big. Zane Parekh for the Calgary Flames. No, there you go. Cam Fowler, second one for the Montreal Canadiens. JT Miller for the Rangers. Matthew Schaefer for the New York Islanders. Another Matthew Schaefer. Now they're starting to show up. Insert for the New York Islanders. Alex Sandin Pellikka for the Detroit Red Wings. All right, let's find out. Cards are a little bit sticky here. All right, here we go. Let's find out what our red outburst is. The red outbursts are out of 25. We got Tyler Seguin for the Dallas Stars. Cale Makar for the Colorado Avalanche. And here we go. Good luck. Go! Maureen! It's not Snuggerud, but it is a St. Louis Blue. Number 8 out of 25. We got a red outburst of Otto Stenberg. Red outbursts going to Maureen. Oh my god, how many more one? Do I have any more one touches? Wow. Unreal. 3 one touches in one case. This is crazy. Wow. Congrats, Maureen. Crazy. Crazy, crazy, crazy. All right, that was box number 10. We got 2 more boxes to go. Congrats, Maureen. Nice hit. All right, Jacob Fowler. It's 2 Jacob Fowlers. And let's not forget the Ryan Leonard exclusive as well. That was a nice box. Let's not forget the star view that we got too. Alex Ovechkin. All right, we got 2 more boxes. Let's see what these 2 what else can come from this case. This case has been something else. All right, 2 more boxes to go, guys. Here we go. Box number 11. Oh, there you go. I like it when the outbursts, like the, you know how the jersey match on the parallels, like the Connor Zary, I'm sure looks sick considering Calgary is red. All right, let's see what else we can get out of this case. We got 2 boxes to go. This is our 11th box, and then we got 1 more after that. Also looks like pack stacking didn't really clean up the time. We're still at an hour 41. So it didn't really change anything, but for those of you who have stuck around, thanks for sticking around until the end. I will put up a interest post for a 3rd case tomorrow. And if there's enough interest for this 3rd case, we will definitely post it. It will be the same. The pricing has not changed. I managed to get a 3rd case at the same price as the 2nd one. So pricing will still be the same. I will still do a 6 box, even though this one did fill as a full case. I will still do a 6 box with the ×2 option. So yeah, that's how we're gonna do it. Oh, okay. Still a nice card. Here we go, box 11. Good luck. All right. We got Sizzle Reel, Matt Duchene for the Dallas Stars. Zane Parekh, number one draft, first round draft for the Calgary Flames. And a Dylan Genther for the Utah Mammoth. Brock Besser for the Vancouver Canucks. Alexander Barkov for the Florida Panthers. And a number one draft for the Chicago Blackhawks, Artem Lashunov. Wow. Okay, we'll take that too. Andrew Kemp with the Chicago Blackhawks. Gabe Perreault for the New York Rangers. Jared Davidson, young gun for the Montreal Canadiens. Alexander Nikishin for the Carolina Hurricanes. Connor Bedard for the Chicago Blackhawks. Troy Terry for the Anaheim Ducks. And we got a clear cut of Oliver Bjorkstrand for the Tampa Bay Lightning. Maxime Groshev, young guns for the Tampa Bay Lightning. Connor Hellebuyck for the Winnipeg Jets. Rupe Hintz for the Dallas Stars. Leo Carlson for the Anaheim Ducks. Sam Renzel for the Chicago Blackhawks. Ooh, nice hit for San Jose. 319 out of 333. We got a gold of Michael Misa. UD3. All threes. Wow. 319 out of 333. There you go, San Jose. Jason Heflin with the San Jose Sharks. All right, we got something with the San Jose Sharks. That's good. Oh my God, are you serious? Alexander Nikishin for the Carolina Hurricanes, and why not another Beckett Seneca young gun? Holy smokes, that is what? Two regulars, a deluxe, and an acetate. Anaheim, what a break. What a break. Tavares for the Toronto Maple Leafs. Igor Shesterkin for the New York Rangers. Dalibor Dvorsky for the St. Louis Blues. And we got a deluxe out of 250, 66 out of 250 at Matt Duchene. Matt Duchene going to Dallas. God. Anaheim is just killing it right now. Eating it. Carson Lambos for the Minnesota Wild. We got a Lane Hudson for the Montreal Canadiens. And a young gun canvas of Luca Panilli for the Columbus Blue Jackets. Young gun canvas. Alex Ovechkin for the Washington Capitals. Ozzy Weisblatt for the Nashville Predators. And we got a Swagnificant for the Boston Bruins. Morgan Geekie. Actually, no, we'll just leave on top of that. That is a harder hit. All right, last stack. Braden Point for the Tampa Bay Lightning. Another Beckett Seneca, why not, for the Anaheim Ducks. Marco Rossi for the Minnesota Wild. Brady Martin for the Nashville Predators. Cole Caulfield for the Montreal Canadiens, and a Michael Misa Blue Dazzlers for the St. Louis Blues. All right, there we go. That is it for box 11. One more box to go, guys. One more box to go. Thanks again, guys, for filling this up. I really do appreciate it. If you want some more extended series, let me know. I can definitely get another case Yeah, that's just getting these ones are just, this case is just crazy, but for Anaheim, but I'm sure other cases, there's so many other cases that are out there. We're still looking for a debut jersey. I'm hoping to hit one, hopefully in this last box, but if not, we can definitely try a third one and see if we can hit one then. But thanks for sticking around, guys. I know it's a long break. These breaks can go on for forever, it seems, but also when you get a case like this, it's pretty cool seeing how the big hits come out. It would have been nice if it was split up, but hey, I know Greg is not complaining. Crazy. Anaheim just absolutely crushed this break. All right. We already know we have enough Senecas up there. There we go. Hi. All right, guys. Last box of the break. Last box of the break. Good luck, guys. Here we go. Good luck. No complaints. Of course you're not complaining. The 101 was a... I'll do a recap at the end, but the 101 was going to Buffalo. Rasmus Dahlin for Team Sweden. That was the 101. All right, here we go. Good luck, guys. Last box of what's been a pretty crazy case. All right, last pack. Here we go, guys. Last box. Good luck. Good luck to everyone. Here we go. All right, we got Anze Kopitar for the LA Kings, Elias Salamanson for the Winnipeg Jets, Young Guns, and a Sidney Crosby for the Pittsburgh Penguins. Dylan Larkin for the Detroit Red Wings. Sticky again. There we go. Berkeley Catton for the Seattle Kraken. And a Eric Carlson, Team Sweden, Silver Outburst. This will go to the Pittsburgh Penguins, current team. Now let's see. That's all we're missing, really, a high gloss. Oh, and a gold outburst, of course. Nate Danielson for the Detroit Red Wings. Sergei Murashov, Young Guns for the Pittsburgh Penguins. Billy Koivunen for the Pittsburgh Penguins. Quinn Hughes for the Vancouver Canucks. Charlie McAvoy for the Boston Bruins. Jimmy Snuggerud, Hollow FX for the St. Louis Blues. Oh. We'll come to that number card in a sec. Jimmy Snuggerud for the St. Louis Blues. Dustin Wolf for the Calgary Flames. Ryan Hartman for the Minnesota Wild. Steven Stamkos for the Nashville Predators. Dalibor Dvorsky for the St. Louis Blues. And out of 250, 57 out of 250, Corey Perry Deluxe for the LA Kings. Jeez. Always slipping those off, eh? Z Bouillon for the Minnesota Wild. Tom Wielander for the Vancouver Canucks. Young Guns. Gabriel Landeskog canvas for Colorado. Lucas Raymond for the Detroit Red Wings. Miro Heiskanen for the Dallas Stars. And a exclusives out of 100. 11 out of 100. Ryan Strome for the Anaheim Ducks. Because Anaheim just needs more hits. Jack Devine, Young Guns for the Florida Panthers. Mark Stone for the Vegas Golden Knights. Will Cooley for the New York Rangers, canvas. William Nylander for the Toronto Maple Leafs. Ivan Demidov for the Montreal Canadiens. And outdoor variation, yes it is. Timo Meier for the New Jersey Devils. Sebastian Aho for the Carolina Hurricanes. Vyacheslav Butiets, Young Guns for the Anaheim Ducks. Mitch Marner, canvas for the Vegas Golden Knights. All right, last stack. Jimmy Snuggerud for the St. Louis Blues. Beckett Seneca for the Anaheim Ducks. And our last hit of the break is going to the Pittsburgh Penguins. Blue Dazzlers of Ben Kindle. All right, that is it for the break. Wow, crazy. All right, we do have a random that we need to do, so we will do that one shortly. Let me just sleeve and top load these, and we will get to that random. And we'll do a quick recap of all the lower numbered hits and whatnot of what's been a crazy, crazy break. All right, just gonna top load these, and then we'll run the random, which is going to be a coin flip or a dice roll. We'll do a dice roll. All right. Okay, first thing first, we got to do a dice roll to determine who gets this. We got Toronto versus Detroit. Andrew Kemp versus Jason Heflin. Jason Heflin's got the Detroit Red Wings. Andrew Kemp has got the Toronto Maple Leafs. We got a dice right here. Let me just get, yeah, there we go. Okay, we got a dice right here. So for Toronto to win, you got to roll 1, 2, or 3. For Detroit to win, it's got to come up 4, 5, or 6. All right. Here we go. Good luck. It is at 1. This is going to go to Andrew Kemp and the Toronto Maple Leafs. There you go, Andrew. All right. Right on the sleeve. There we go. There you go. So you can see it is on the sleeve, guys. There you go. That is going to the Toronto Maple Leafs. All right, guys. Here we go with the recap. Put that in the bottom. Put that in the bottom. There. All right, there we go. All right, here's the quick recap. All the numbered cards and the short print cards. We got out of 100, Ryan Strome for the Anaheim Ducks. Out of 250, Corey Perry for the LA Kings. Out of 250 for the Dallas Stars, Matt Duchene. Out of 250, Vladislav Mesnikov. Can't even speak anymore for the Winnipeg Jets. Out of 250, Zach Werenski for Team USA. That's going to go to Columbus. Out of 250, Logan Thompson for the Washington Capitals. This one's also out of 250, Brandon Montour, Pros and Prospects Gold for the Seattle Kraken. We got Day with the Cup, Jonah Gadjevich for the Florida Panthers. Playmakers, Patrick Kane for the Detroit Red Wings. Also for Detroit, Level 1 Trilogy, Alex Sandin Pelika out of 999. Our Silver Outburst Young Gun, Daniel Butt for the Utah Mammoth. We also got a draft, number 1 draft of Artem Leshunov for the Chicago Blackhawks. We hit a 101 printing plate, yellow printing plate. This one's going to go to the Buffalo Sabres, Rasmus Dahlin for Team Sweden. We hit every big Young Gun break. Here's a Z Bouillon right here. We got a gold UD3 out of 333. Michael Misa for the San Jose Sharks. Our Matthew Schaefer hit out of 1999 rookie updates for the New York Islanders. We got a Ryan Leonard exclusives out of 100 for the Washington Capitals. Round 1 draft. We got Starview, which is 1 per case, going to the Washington Capitals. Alex Ovechkin, that is going to Washington. We'll go here. We'll split them up. We got a Young Gun Deluxe out of 250 going to the Anaheim Ducks. Beckett Seneca. We got a Red Outburst Young Gun out of 25. Number 8 out of 25. Otto Stenberg for the St. Louis Blues. And last but not least, our big hit of the break. We got a Young Gun Acetate of Beckett Seneca for the Anaheim Ducks. Congratulations again to Greg Plotnikov with quite the break. All right, guys, there you go. That is it for this break. Thank you so much again for joining this break and filling this up. I will put up an interest post to see if anyone wants to do a third case. I'll put that up tomorrow morning, and if there is, we will post it again. It will be a 6-box times 2 option again, so I'll give you guys that option. Other than that, I hope you guys have a good rest of the night. Have a good Friday night. Have a good weekend, and I will talk to you later. Thanks again for the fill, guys. Peace. You're welcome, Maureen. Congrats again on the Otto Stenberg.